All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Today I have here a lot of information for Paladins, so let's go right into it, okay? With no setbacks whatsoever. So first of all, I just saw a tweet by Thunderbrush about the animation for the sky dance that we had on the end times. You guys remembered that apparently the emote itself was not complete, so now it should be complete. But I think it only comes on next patch or the patch after, so we're still gonna have to wait. They also have some concept arts for some champions: Fernando, Kainessa, Koga, and Leon. These skins are all for summer skins. I'm guessing we're either gonna be seeing some sort of battle pass, so to speak, or maybe an event itself, because there's 4 skins. One of them may be rated as the special skin, as the special final skin, and then the other skins are pretty much the ones you have to buy to get to the last one. So it actually looks nice. All of them. Kanessa has seen a change, so she looks more like a lifeguard now. Koga here having his water guns, and the blades look like those little. I'm not entirely sure what the name is, but the lifeguards usually have that in order to use to help people in need when they're drowning. We also have Leon with some sort of a harpoon. God damn. Okay, so Fernando looking pretty nice. I'm guessing a lot of people are going to be happy about this one, but let's cut into the rest. All right, so there's also been some lightning sort of fix to the map of Warder's Gate. Actually, some of the things actually include some changes to it of, increased crystals. So, for example, on the picture in the middle, you can see the right side rock. It is now crystal. So that's actually pretty good. So it made it more into the forest side as it is supposed to be than rocky side. Let's say it like that. So looking pretty nice. The lightning all across the map looks really, really nice as well. Then we also have apparently a change to the menu. Remember the old menu when we have a character, maybe the new skin character, popping up on the middle of the screen? Right now it was too far away. It's like the character was standing in the middle of the air, and now they said, you know what, we're gonna change it. We're gonna make it look like the character is actually standing on something, but like really close to the screen, because it makes a lot more sense. I'm not entirely sure if we're gonna be able to spin it around like we used to before. We're going to have to wait and see. Now, here's the funny part, all right? These are 2 different posts. One of them is lightning for the end times, the Shattered Desert map, which you're probably seeing on screen right now, which, as you see here, it's more into the desert side. And this made me think, Atlas is not the champion related to this map, because Atlas, at no point whatsoever, it had anything to do with this map. The only thing that it had to do was the fact that when he came back on time, this is the place where he landed. He landed on this place after it has already been completely built. This has all been changed to the power of the Shattered Moon that, gave his shards the shards just fell there, and it changed completely the landscape, having this blue fire and so on, blue runes fire and so on. And then I also saw this tweet by Molly, where she talks about the levels of the characters on the champion selection menu, that it's too small right now, so they decided to make it bigger. And there we go. So right now on screen you're seeing it, and the last picture has been pretty much like blacked out. And here's the thing, it says there's nothing to see there, so definitely that's a new champion. And the champion is basically in front of Zen. This is for alphabetic order. We're also seeing Atlas on top left side, so I'm guessing that last one over there, it is the next champion to come. Maybe the champion related to the map of, to Shattered Desert. Actually something that makes sense, not just Atlas that just went through a portal and landed there. That would completely invalidate the entire sense of the map itself. So the thing that I noticed is that since this is in alphabetic order, I'm guessing that champion starts off with a Z as well, like Zin being, last letter and so on. So I'm guessing that is going to be the next champion. And then I also figured out this. With some data mine, we got to know that the next 2 champions are having tails. So maybe some furries or something like that. I don't know what you want to call it, but the thing here is, as I'm mentioning, the new champion after Atlas should be something related to this map, right? So, since Atlas is not the one related to the map, and the entire set of the map is, the theme of the map is based on some foxes which have tails. Remember even the lore mentioning these two statues right in the middle with big ass tails making like a, the moon? I'm guessing this is going to be the new champion, some sort of a fox or a character with the power of fox. Remember them talking about the spirit fox on our spawns? Again, remember that there across the map there's like little foxies, head foxes of statues on the ground. Then we have these two foxes right there. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but this looks like to me really suspicious. It is not the first time that they've been teasing us throughout time. Like, for example, the spray for Atlas, before we even had like sort of the data mine, we already had some sort of an idea of what the next champion could be. So, based on that, I agreed that the next champion should be something related to a fox or some spirit fox, maybe even the champion that we have on League of Legends with the tails, something like that. The QB, 9 tails, whatever you want to call it. It would be actually really cool. Maybe something related also with the moon, having the powers of the moon. We'll get to see that in the future. Maybe that in mind for PDS, which, by the way, has been confirmed for Thursday to have given to us a final date for PDS. We're going to be able to know back on Thursday the final day possible for PDS. Maybe. They even said maybe, okay? There's a tweet actually about that. Now, let's go into bug fixes and so on. Even Atlas has been nerfed already. Weird, right? So, he has received some changes to his card and talents. Specifically, Unstable Fisher, which pretty much was the talent that was leaving a bomb behind when you would use the second chance. Now that bomb has a fall off to the damage of the explosion. So, that's actually really good. So, if you're further away from the bomb, you're not taking 900 damage completely, okay? Then for his card, Steady Aim, the original effect of this card was basically reducing the cooldown of Setback, which is the second chance, but for the enemies, where you put the enemy going back like 4 seconds. This card was actually reducing the cooldown. No longer. It actually now restores ammo if you hit, okay? So if you hit an enemy, you can actually get ammo back. I mean, not the best effect, but still a different effect. Maybe so people don't spam it as much. Then we also have the card called Beyond the Veil. This is related to the status field. This is the wall that he puts back that basically, slows down the projectiles and so on. The card of Beyond the Veil, pretty much what it was doing is pretty much the same thing that we have the card for Barrack, where you and your allies passing through the barrier basically have speed. What they did was basically buffed it. Now, instead of 5% at its lowest state, the lowest amount of points, it actually gives you 10%, and instead of lasting 3 seconds, it lasts us 5 seconds. So we already have this new information about Atlas, pretty much buffs and nerfs, okay? Then we also have a shit ton of bug fixes, from audio to champion bug fixes and map bug fixes, okay? Map bug fixes, sorry. With this, they already put another thing on Reddit 20 hours ago with a lot of bug fixes as well. This is all being worked as we speak while we're waiting for PDS. So they're actually doing something. For once, they're actually showing work. Maybe, I'm guessing that they were doing work before as well. They would just not being as transparent and actually telling it outside. And now they're actually doing it, and it looks like they're doing a lot more. Either way, a lot of people agree that they're doing a lot more and that they're looking like, they're doing some good work. So it's actually pretty good. I'm going to leave both the Reddit posts of where it talks about the Atlas bugs and nerfs, where it has bug fixes for audio, champion, and map bug fixes. And then I'm also going to leave the other one that was posted 20 hours ago by the studio head executive producer of Evil Mojo, putting up a big fucking list of bug fixes. But here's the thing. The bad news also come. It's not just all good things in good news. This was on the end. This was written by the studio's head executive producer, okay? This is what he had to say. Final side note. I know I've talked about fixes coming for Terminus, but we had a programmer suddenly quit out of nowhere last week. His sole focus was issues with Terminus, but he never made any progress on it. It's at the top of our list for the next update. Sorry about the delay. So, as you can see here, as I mentioned, like, it's not all good news. We have a lot of bug fixes on this list. Yeah, I'm literally leaving the links on the description so you guys can go and check it out. But the thing is, Terminus was actually one of the things that was being, most asked for. And unfortunately, the guy who was working at it just left. He just quit out of nowhere and pretty much apparently did nothing as well. So I'm guessing that maybe he was already having the intent of leaving, and as such, he was like, yo, fuck this, I'm not doing anything. That, or he was just not having any progress and decided, you know what, this is just too frustrating. People all attacking and shit, I'm gonna leave. And so they left. I mean, we don't know at this point, okay? Either way, he said that he's still having that on top of his list. We're probably seeing some bugs fixes for Terminus in the future. And then, as for the final news of this video, Assembly of Champions Q&A. Yes, on Reddit, there's actually a post created by Molly. This is basically a presentation for all the members of the AOC, Renin, Yuga, J-Flare, and all the others, which some of them are having like weird names for me to actually to pronounce them. But even so, they have their presentations there, and they also have a Q&A. So basically, if you have a question, basically you can tag one of them, and usually they will answer you as soon as possible. They've been answering a lot of people. I'm also seeing a lot of comments who haven't been answered yet, so we're gonna have to wait. But yes, definitely, if you have a question specifically for them, Q&A. Okay, it's not a thing of, hey, do you know about this? Don't ask them for information that they can't provide to you. Okay, just be that person. Go there and ask them for normal questions you would like to see answered by that person specifically, not things related to what they cannot do. All right, so that is pretty much it for today, guys. A lot of new info, a lot of new things coming. Pretty cool. Some teasers for skins, maybe some teasers for the champions, buffs, nerfs, bug fixes, and so on. Bad news, good news, a little bit of each. Now, I'm gonna ask you guys just to do one final thing before this video ends, which is, if you like this type of video where I actually bring to you a couple of information that I gathered all together, definitely press that like button, because that will give me the impression that maybe you guys are liking it or not. If you did not, just, if you don't want to see this type of videos, then press the dislike button. That's all I can say about that. If you're a person who is new to the channel and you want to see more like this, I also do tutorials and so on. Press that sub button, and I also do some other things for other games as well, like Apex and so on. Apex, Realm Royale, Spellbreak, Overwatch. I'm trying to go with what you guys want to see. So let's see if I can do some good content for you guys in the future. So with that being said, press that sub button, the like button, dislike button, whatever you want to do, and I'll see you guys next time. And until then, have a wonderful time. Bye bye, guys. See you next time.